Chris, take it
away. Cool. Well, you all die. No. Welcome to the first bit of the episode. If I remember correctly, where last we left off, you were all more or less stood in the clearing outside of the mine entrance. There didn't appear to be any guards, if I remember correctly. I probably don't remember correctly, but I'm pretty sure there weren't any guards. Although you have just fought a number of kobolds. So the ball is in your field, or the ball is in your court, I should say.
What can we see around?
Okay, so you stood, like I said, you stood in a clearing with the mine entrance to your front. It looks like it's a purpose-made clearing next to a small hill, which the mine is dug into. There's a lot of chopped trees, although there aren't any logs in the area. It's just the leftover stumps. All the underbush has been burnt back, and it's starting. The grass or ferns starting to grow back. So there's some low foliage around you. Around the entrance to the mine, there's a few buildings that look relatively ramshackle. More than likely tool sheds and admin buildings and that sort of fun mine-related stuff. The entrance to the mine is quite large. It looks to be quite sturdy. But you can't see very far into the mine because obviously it's pitch fucking black.
All right. Do any of us have a dark side? I can't remember.
No.
You're all pretty much human, are you not?
I am definitely human.
Well, yeah, I was. I mean,
so
you'd think I would have, but it's not written on my character sheet. So
the cop-out answer of Doug.
No, I definitely don't. So to go in, we're going to have to light a few torches.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've left my AA batteries at home, so I'm going to have to...
Can I have a quick investigate of some of these outbuildings?
Yes, absolutely. So there are 3 outbuildings. One larger one, 2 smaller ones. A quick glance reveals that there's locks on all 3 of them. But they seem relatively simple.
Roll the dice. Roll the dice.
I suggest we take one building each. Oh, wait. That's not how I sound. How do they sound?
Something in your throat, old boy?
I suggest we take one building each and investigate.
Ah, a good shout, my man.
I take
door
the
number
large
2.
building.
Lost the voice then as well.
Okay, I wander over and do an investigation on it.
Roll
Cool.
the dice. Roll the dice.
Roll the damn dice.
I don't know, I'm just trying to remember how you do it. Is that right? Yay, 20.
Okay.
Not natural.
So sorry, which one were you?
The large building.
The large building. Okay, so your investigation reveals that it is quite a large building. The door is locked, as I mentioned. Looking in through the small windows, any blinds that you managed to see, you can see a couple of desks, a couple of beds as well. What's the word? Bunk beds that look quite quickly made. It seems to be a mixture of a bunking house and office. Having a really good look inside, as you apparently have done, you can see at the back there is a rather large chest against one wall behind an even larger desk.
Well, that's all very exciting. Gripping, in fact. Guys, as I've sorted my mic issues yet, thanks for being lads in the chat. Appreciate it.
I assume one of you guys is going to do something now.
Yeah, I'll go into the one on the right.
Okay. Do you want to investigate it?
Yeah, I will.
Cool.
I do not even have one side up. One sec.
Perhaps Dalton could go.
Yeah.
I will. I will investigate the other room, building thing, with a solid... Everyone, get ready for this sweet dice roll. On the dice roll 4,000 a Tron in the top right-hand corner. Oh my god, you're going to be so excited. Christ, here we go. Here we go. Oh! That's actually a genuine natural 20.
Wow. Yeah, natural 20. Jesus.
What
Well
a
done.
waste.
A natural 20 on an investigation roll. Okay, so having chosen one of the two smaller outbuildings, again, you find the lock. This one appears to be a little bit less grandiose, clearly, because it's smaller. However, checking through the small cracks in the walls, because this one doesn't have any actual, what's it called? Windows. That's what I was trying to find. Sorry, for anyone that's not privy to this, I've had a really long day and my brain is fucked. So, yeah, no windows. So you're looking in through cracks, holes, anything you can, and through the god lighting and lovely dust in the air. You can see a number of tools, picks, shovels, a small minecart in the back end of the building that's missing one of its wheels, been propped up on a brick. You appear to have found the workshop that repairs the equipment for the mine.
And it's definitely just the one broken minecart. We can't ride a
Just
minecart.
the one broken
into the
minecart.
centre of the mine. That's devastating.
Say again?
We can't ride a minecart into the centre of the mine.
Well, yeah. I mean, you are outside of the workshop for repairing that mine.
Oh, shall we spend 2 hours rolling to fix a minecart, everybody?
Maybe.
Well, I rolled a 20, so I assume you're going to tell me if there's anything better than that in there.
I'm afraid that's pretty much it.
So I'm not going to go much further, if I'm honest. Although I am devastated by the fact that I can't ride the minecart without faffing about. So I say to the guys, doesn't look like there's much here. Nothing particularly of value or interest. I say we get down into this mine, deal with these buggers, head back to the mayor, get our gold, and then have a pint in the salty slag. What do you say, Malk?
I'm still trying to figure out how to investigate my building, so I'm quite queried by this idea.
He's not whitelisted.
Windows, trying to see what might be in door number 3. I still think we should check this last house, just in case there's something inside. Could one of you get the door? I can't seem to figure it out.
I'll do a roll for you in the chat, which you won't be able to see.
Thank you.
We'll let you know how it went.
It's another natural 20.
Oh!
What the hell?
Is it actually?
Just.
Hashtag.
I'm assuming you're doing the hashtag D20, yeah?
You've just written D20.
No, he's doing rolls D20.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cheeky bastard. I know what I'm doing.
Cool. Okay, so
I just read 20
that's
of a chat.
that's some remarkable rolling. 2020 19. Jesus.
And then 15. That's pretty good too.
Yeah, we're not doing too badly on the rolls today. So in the third building, when you get closer, you realise the lock is in fact broken. Opening up the door, you discover the mine shitter. However, glinting in the toilet, you can see there's something that seems to be gleaming down in the toilet hole.
Reach for
Dalton,
it. Reach
can you just
for
do
it.
me one other favor? Just reach over for that glistening thing in the in the toilet.
Absolutely not. I wouldn't even have my slaves, I mean servants, do that for me back in my very large castle. Did I mention I'm super rich, handsome, and brilliant? I feel like I should have mentioned it by now.
I'm quite the inquisitive chap, so I'm going for this toilet relic. All right, I want to reach down and pick that up. That's right.
Yeah.
Stunned by the decision. Do
Cool.
I need to roll to pick up something from a toilet?
Okay. Reaching into the toilet. Hopefully, at least, hating your decision. But potentially not. I mean, who knows? Brother Malk might have some form of strange toilet fetish to go with his hat fetish. You pull out a silver coin.
Oh, all right. I'll take it.
Good.
I wipe it on my robes a little bit and then put it into my bag.
Oh,
And on that, I'm I don't know. Let's go. I'm all for what you were saying a minute ago.
alright, if you want to try to log back
Dalton,
in.
can you break this lock?
With my good looks and charm? Absolutely. And I saunter over. And I get my sword out, hilt first, and I just bop it on the top. Bop it. Super cash.
Cool. Roll a... what will it be? Lock-picking check, I suppose. At disadvantage, because you're not actually lock-picking, you're just hitting it with a sword. So roll 2 d20s and pick the lowest.
Okie dokie.
Well, in that case...
12.
After a few minutes of
Bopping.
going at it with your... after a few minutes of barp it with your sword, the lock eventually gives way, clattering to the floor like a broken lock, hitting the floor. With the door now unlocked, obviously it can happily... a passing breeze. A small breeze that passes through the clearing opens the door in front of you and it creaks ominously. As if there was something inside waiting to kill you. I don't know.
Can we hear anything immediately from inside? Or
Apart from the ominously creaking door? No.
okay.
I walk in and start rooting around.
So, whilst rooting around inside the building, you find a couple of dwarf corpses, most of them in their beds, with assorted stabby marks in them. One or two of them have pillowcases over their heads. Another one has a pillow just rested on his head with many stab marks through the pillow. It looks like these dwarves were slaughtered in their sleep.
Oh.
I'm going to do an investigation just to see if I can get anything.
Okay.
Ooh, 9.
Yeah, after all of Dalton's quite significant rolls. Having wandered around, all you really find is the assorted corpses. All of them appear to have been stripped of any valuables, left in just their underclothes. Although why you'd sleep with valuables, I don't know.
Maybe you're aroused by your valuables. All right. Maybe your kink is,
maybe you
gold
fetishize
coins.
valuables.
Yeah, maybe you fetishize valuables.
Most of the lockers appear to be open and equally rifled through before you even started rifling at all. However, you do come across that large chest again, and it appears to have not been touched. It seems quite a lot sturdier than a normal chest would be in a mine environment. I'd like, because you were the discoverer, I'd like you to roll a history check.
History, eh?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Okay. So you
How come
recognise.
Rob's rolls always get 20, and my rolls with +5 are all like 9, 10.
Clearly,
Well,
because you're shit.
yep.
Also, Road. Oh, okay. Have you got +5 to investigation?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
I'm intelligent as hell.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
But ugly.
Not
as fuck.
dexterous or strong at all.
Fair enough. So yeah, you do recognise
Just like in real life,
this.
apart from you're also dumb as shit then as well.
Shots fired. So you find this chest over in the corner, and you recognise that it's not just a normal chest, because it's been made by particularly well-known craftsmen from your homeland. It is sturdier than the average chest, and it's equipped with a very good lock. Not something that you'd, like I say, not something that you'd normally find in a out-of-the-way mining encampment on the outskirts of a town that's been built in the last few years. So yeah, what do you want to do with it, Dougie boy?
Well, there's no way in hell I can do anything.
I thought you were intelligent.
True, but
He's intelligent enough to know he can't do anything.
my sleight of hand is -1, and is that the and I'm not strong, so I don't think I can break it.
Right.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check, see if there's any magic on it.
Okay. God. There we go.
Since that's what I'm good at. Hey.
Well, I'd hope so. Cool. So you reach out into the ether and have a little fondle of the chest to see if there's any magical traps or any other arcana that I don't know, envelops or
Yeah,
plays with.
is the lock like magical or is
Yeah,
it
but you're just seeing what, and pretty much find nothing. It seems to be just a regular, well-made lock.
fair enough.
Perhaps you wonder whether the keys are nearby.
Yes,
They're not.
I see.
No, I'm joking. Okay.
I see.
Is there like a sheet or something nearby?
A sheet, or as in like a sheet of paper, or
Like something I can throw over it just to sort of keep it a bit more hidden.
well, there's all of the beds with all of the dead dwarves.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna take off a bed sheet or something and just chuck it over it.
Take
the
a
time.
bed and chuck it over it.
No, like the bed sheet off or whatever.
Okay.
And yeah, and not tell anyone else about it.
Okay, so yeah, you cover over the chest. Although, obviously, as Dalton was more or less in the room with you, he's kind of watching you going, "Fuck you doing?"
I'm just pretending he's not there. I was assuming he's too stupid to understand.
What are you doing, Nagash? I can quite clearly
Nothing.
see you faffing around.
You see nothing, fool.
Ah. Well, I'm going to need some kind of persuasion check on whether you can, whether I believe that or not. Roll the dice. Roll the dice. No, I don't think I believe that at all.
Well, you have to. What's the word? Do an opposing roll.
What? So I just do
I guess.
I just do a d20 myself.
Yep. It's charisma versus charisma, essentially.
Ah.
Or persuasion versus...
I'm not very charismatic.
Okay.
In fact, I'm surprised you've got a +1, considering, what's behind that mask.
Persuasion versus persuasion. All right.
Pretty much.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
At this point, I rock up. What are you two bickering about?
I don't know. I thought Nagash was doing something, but
What are you standing in front of over there?
Just a pile of linen.
I want to now roll my persuasion against him.
it's a bit late for you to be doing your laundry. You already fucking stink like a corpse.
No. Are you gonna
17
keep
versus
all
a
of
6.
this linen for you, or
Come on,
Are you
friends.
gonna
Let's
share them?
leave this boring room.
Yes, let's. I 100% concur.
yeah, I just mindlessly follow.
-2.
Dalton, what did you find in the other room?
Oh, well, there's a broken minecart and some tools, but really nothing of particular interest, if I'm completely honest with you.
And Malk, what did you find?
I found this shiny coin, and I pull out the coin from my pocket.
That smells slightly.
A face of pure glee, and stare at it for a few seconds before realizing where I am and putting it back in my pocket.
Malk, let me have a look at that coin.
What's that smell?
Well, it's my coin. I'm not asking. I'm not taking any of the stuff you found. I think I should keep this coin. This is my coin. I found the coin.
Fine. Let's get into this mine and get this over with.
That's what I was saying 20 minutes ago. What?
But you can never be sure.
Right, I light a torch. I give it to Brother Malk and he leads the way.
I'm fine with it.
Jibblewick, be a dear, and
Dalton learnt well from his previous adventures that you should always send the weakest member first.
What kind of mine is it? Are we going down, or are we just going into a cave?
it's not like
It's a sky
deep
mine.
down.
Sky mine. You
Yeah.
climb some ladders, get into the clouds.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually in the trees. It's like a Wookiee house, but a mine.
Oh, that's
And
not
they
stuff.
call it a mine. Yeah, so
Brother Malk
essentially
leads
it's
the way.
the mine is dug into a rather large hill in the area, although it's kind of it does go down, just not very far. It's the whole thing's kind of at a downward slope
Okay.
rather than it being you go down and then flat.
All right. I hold my torch in front of me and precariously move, but I'm very wary of it being dark and there could be traps around or anything like that. So I would be prepared if I was to tread on something I wasn't meant to, because that's what monks do. All right, that's one of the perks of being me.
One of the perks of being you. Okay, so as you enter, you can't see a lot, to be fair. It's as you can probably guess, it's really rather dark. However, as you what's the word? As you go through the mine, or as you enter the mine, even as you descend, that's the word. Fuck off, Rob. Fucking
Just
hate you.
helping you out. What's this
Fuck off,
anger?
Rob.
Wow. Gee whiz.
Yeah. So as you descend
Blimey.
into the mine, fuck yourself, Rob.
Outrageous.
You're not my dad.
That's. You know what? That's 100% accurate. 100% accurate.
Okay. You come into a large kind of gantry, a large opening into the not gantry at all, a large opening into the in the tunnel system that you find. There's a couple of stalactites that reach, what are they called when they're joined together? Essentially pillars from the base of the mine to the roof. Although the roof's not particularly high, it's about head plus height. You've got a little bit of headroom above you. You don't have to stoop or crouch or anything, but you can't exactly jump either.
Well, I can't jump anyway, so that's fine.
Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Okay. In the dim torchlight, there's a lot of shadows, and you can make out a fair amount of the area you're in. Bear with me a second. I will send you a quick map. Okay, so that's more or less what you can see. The small pillars that are around you guys, and a couple of little alcoves and.
All right, so it looks like a
things.
very basic setup for a game of laser tag, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
If there was to be a energizer, where would that be placed?
It's always going to be
on
in
the
a
ceiling.
corner.
Yeah, hidden behind the rocks. Okay, as you progress into the small enclosed space, Brother Malk, I'd like you to take a perception check, please.
Oh, righty then.
Okay.
I just did my character sheets. Right.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming that 6 wasn't actually your roll, was it? No, good. Thank God.
No, it's
Thank
about
the
to
Lord.
get worse. Yeah.
That's not too bad. So, in the shadows around you, whilst you're searching back and forth, you hear a scuffling
Oh.
and padded footsteps heading in your direction. It seems that it's coming from further in the mine. There's lots of chattering noise as you move into the first room.
Okay. I put my hand up to Nagash and Dalton. Hold on. I can hear something.
That was such a Shatnerism. I can hear something.
I then pull out another torch and I throw one into the room to see if it lights up anything or just gives us some sense of vision. Better than what we have at the moment.
Could you, just because I feel like it, could you give me a roll for that? Nice little strength test.
Can I use an athletics bonus?
Yeah. Well, as you're a monk, I suppose you could use a dexterity check of some description.
I'll take that. Oh, yeah! Rolling all the big numbers.
With your...
Is that a big number?
Double digits!
Jedi-like training in the mystic arts of throwing, you huff an unlit torch into the darkness to join the darkness.
Oh, come on!
I knew the second you didn't say. The second you didn't say you'd lit it, that you were getting mugged off there. It was your own goddamn
the one which is lit, which I'm currently holding.
What, you're gonna hope something throws it back to you.
Yeah, and then you're like, I think something might be in there.
Alright, in a moment of delirium, I look over my shoulder to Nagash and Dalton, hoping neither of them saw my climactic mistake.
Well, conveniently we didn't, because I was too busy asking Nagash whether he thought I should put on my set of fine clothes and signet ring and start walking around with my scroll of pedigree to try and impress the kobolds instead of like going in there, you know, with my mail and things.
No.
Right, I pull another torch from my bag and light it with the current torch I have out. And this time again, I throw it into the dark room.
If you roll a natural 20, can you hit the other torch, which then lights it as well?
And if I get a 1, then it just it goes out mid-throw. Right.
Yeah, I'll have you do another athletics check for this because I want to see if you do hit that torch that's already out there. You don't. You don't.
I mean, you're aiming for a
bounces off
target in the
wall,
dark.
It sprays everyone with like liquid paraffin, and everyone's crying and sad.
Oh, it's a good thing I haven't got my fine set of clothes on yet. Then.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's my birthday. Right.
So yeah, essentially the torch that you throw out into the room, it doesn't quite get far enough to illuminate all that much.
Right,
It's-
boys, we're getting another one out. Oh, fourth. No.
But on the edges of the light, you can see the glinting of eyes, and there's
shit,
more than
right.
one pair.
So
So I'd like you to roll initiative.
No, I'm just going to shuffle backwards. Actually,
Well, that's too bad because if you don't,
Oh no!
it's gone from the poor creatures that are in this mine going, look at these strange light creatures to
oh,
they're fucking throwing sticks at us, guys.
Oh,
Dalton, you didn't use your modifier.
I don't think it matters.
Okay,
I
so
like how I got my natural 20 there. That's the time to get it. God's sake.
just gonna quickly.
we didn't rest between this fight and the last one, did we?
No, you did not.
No, that would have been sensible.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Well, clever boys. So we've got Malk at 20, or 22 even. Dalton at dead slow. And Nagash.
Oh yeah. By the way, I don't
Magic.
actually have anything to add onto my initiative. I'm a dead 0.
Oh, right.
So, Brother Malk,
I just checked. 'Cause I
what
can't-
would you like to do?
Well, firstly, what are we attacking? I can't see shit yet.
Some eyes.
We know
Eyes.
there's some pairs of eyes out in the darkness. At the moment, you can definitely see 3 pairs of eyes.
Aim for the eyes.
Fuck.
Quick, get behind me and put on your fine clothes. I've got a plan.
My signet ring. Oh shit. Right. I charge forward, screaming, and
Wow.
I go for the one on the left with my sword straight away.
Did you just go berserker straight away? You're a humble, charming monk who wears a fucking fedora or whatever the hell it was last week. Now-
It was a boat hat, but then I'm not allowed my boat hat, so it's a pirate hat. I think that matches, if anything. I've got to go on a rampage every once in a while.
Oh, you've gone mad. You spent 1 day in Greenroot. You took 1 trip into the salty slag, and this is what happens.
The freedom from the monasteries just made me go wild. Right, I will roll to attack it.
Sorry, I kind of blanked out for a second there. You're attacking one of the
Yeah,
creatures.
the one on the left
Cool.
with lots of speed.
Throwing
Ka-chow.
drugs at them.
Cool. Don't throw drugs at my monsters. So you have successfully hit.
And what's the weapon? What weapon do I have? I can't remember. +4, isn't it? So I hit 4.
Cool. The creature squeals in pain.
Do you have
And,
any indication what it is but from the squeal? Is it an identifiable screech of pain?
Well, if you'd like, you can roll a nature check. See if you recognize the sound.
Damn right, I'm going to roll a bloody nature check.
I'm going to do that at the same time.
Well, or I suppose as all 3 of you can hear it, you can all do it.
Fucking
5,
-1.
8. Yeah, my stats are really bad on this character, but I thought
Nagash?
I'd keep it.
He can't hear anything in his mask. You know it. All he
It's
hears
like
is
trying
a
to-
mumble.
It's like trying to do anything when you've got ear defenders on.
No.
Everyone who talks to Nagash sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher.
I've got the best indication, I guess, with solid.
Yeah. And luckily, as you're the one that hit it, it clearly it squealed right in your ear. So it sounds like something that you've already met before in this
Sounds like
jungle.
a kobold? Can I assume it's
Yeah, it kind of sounds like a kobold, funny enough.
Yeah,
You know, in this mine that's
I'm
filled with
surprised.
kobolds.
Shocked.
my bonus action where I get to do arm strike. Ka-chow.
Cool. This is your sick flying kick.
Yeah, flying kick, spinning kick, Yoshimitsu Tekken 4 triple spinning kick.
Yeah.
Triple.
Well, once again, your amazing triple backflipping super like combo kick kicks a corpse.
Ah, have I killed it already?
It was a dying squeal, you fool.
I thought it
I
was a
shout from the
pain
back.
squeal. Well, how far do I kick the corpse?
Pretty far, and you hear it go like against one
Satisfied.
of the walls. Quite satisfyingly, like splats.
Cool. Yeah, I
I
just
just
followed
punched
my
a
arm.
blister on my
Done.
knuckle.
I'm posing for a 90s rap album cover. Just like, yeah, that's right.
You're doing the old Sergey squat. Cool. So, like the two little creatures, or kobolds, as they have turned out to be, cry out in rage as their compatriot is slaughtered before them, and then huffed across the entire dungeon. And the next nearest one to you immediately charges forward with his spear at the ready and jabs at you.
He'll be lucky.
So-
Mate. He'll be lucky.
Natural 20.
I've got armor class 14, by the way. Oh,
So the first one manages. He stabs at you, but it
Electric
deflects
slide
off
to the
your
left.
deflects off your sick ass sidestep. The second one also runs forward in an attempt to avenge his friend.
I go for
and-
the second electric slide.
Yep.
Ah, yes.
And your bomb ass electric slide narrowly skirts under the wild swings of the spearman. I do love me some potion of charisma. So next on the list is Nagash. Or Nagi G, as they call him.
Nagiji. I extend my robe down, and out of my hand, a greenish energy lashes out toward the creature.
Okie dokie. Yeah!
Me.
Your greenish energy whiffles impotently into the darkness and fizzles out somewhere into the abyss behind the small.
I'm sure someone's hacked this website. Someone's using cheat codes on it.
Maybe you're just fucking your shit. What? Who said that?
There was a weird echo in chat there.
Well, that's my turn, so...
He's not wrong.
All right.
I sort of back away slowly.
Crying. Impotent.
If there's anything that Nagash is, it's impotent. Is it my go?
It is, Dalton.
Hey!
It is indeed.
So I quickly whip my sword out, get my shield on my arm, and I jog in slow motion, Pamela Anderson Baywatch style, up to the nearest kobold to me, and I attempt to do the old duck and dive. Looks like I'm going to the left with my shield, jump over the top, clonk him right in the
What?
head.
Jump over the top of your own shield.
No. And I basically lean to the left, and then as I'm leaning, my shield goes a little bit further, and then my sword comes round from the right, in my right hand, obviously, and just bonks him in the head. Bonk. Oh, I'm not actually typing in the chat. That would be helpful.
Indeed it would. Indeed it would.
And oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, clearly your bonking is...
6.
You're not quite getting that murder stroke in.
Rubbish.
So, unfortunately, the spearman doesn't even bother parrying you. He just kind of slowly steps back a little bit and lets the blade whiff past him, then steps back into place to continue the fight.
I attempt to get my scroll of pedigree out to impress him.
He's unimpressed because he can't read.
I put it back in my pocket.
Brother Malk, please do your duty.
Action. Now, the first one which went for me, I'll have a little piece of him. So, going straight on him.
This is where Malk suddenly turns into like the game winner.
Yeah.
Where last series he couldn't do shit.
It's a 12. That's a 12.
Yeah, so with a 12, you managed to hit the kobold.
Alright. And I want to deliver a fist of fury into its skull with the bonus action. That's going to happen afterwards, though. Obviously, we've got to get the first hit. Just want to get everyone excited for some kung fu.
Oh god, we're so excited.
Like you wouldn't believe.
I've already forgot what I was using.
So have we. Oh, excuse me.
Alright, hitting for 5.
Yeah.
Now, if I remember correctly, 4 killed the last one. So has
It did.
slain this enemy?
It has indeed.
Can I use my bonus action on the other one?
If you would like.
I would like to. So I spin around and deliver a face full of pain to the other one. For 3 damage.
A face full of pain.
Indeed, the small kobold reels with a face full of pain. And immediately in his delirium, he strikes out viciously at Brother Malk in retaliation. Again, having watched his friend die and having been bopped straight in the fucking face. Like, I mean, getting punched in the face is pretty aggravating, I'm not gonna lie.
I have 14.
Well, seems like the poor little kobold getting...
again as I do a 3rd electric slide to the left, duping them once more.
Please, Nagash, save us from him.
Do something!
I
Kill him, not the kobold.
Kill him!
Hashtag kobold's done nothing wrong.
I assail him with a ghastly skeletal hand.
Let's be sure which him we're talking about here.
Could be anyone. The kobold.
Okay.
Bear in mind, all you have to do is 1 damage, right? That's all you've got to do this encounter.
Some would suggest they're minions.
Yeah, I mean, God. Wouldn't that be odd?
14?
Yeah, that's enough to wound the kobold. Do something. And critical fumbles the damage.
That would be funny. That would actually hit me, wouldn't it?
No, the kobold splatters into the wall once again. Essentially, punched in the face again, but this time by an ethereal floating hand. That
With
bitch
the
slaps
chill
him.
of the grave.
Oh, the bitch slaps him across the entire cave system. He bounces off walls as he ricochets down the holes.
I wipe the blood off of my robes and reach down to the kobold. 2 kobolds which are next to me, not the one which has just been Oh, actually, no, I kicked one quite far as well. Just the one by me. Just the one I punched.
Sorry, you're doing a...
I just want to loot its body. See what it
Okay.
had.
Oh, you're a holy man.
Candles.
It's the first thing you really do is just loot corpses.
I'm a disco kung fu hat wearing monk, right? You got nothing on me.
Well, fair enough. For whom the bell tolls? That's the question you should be asking.
Yeah. So, yeah, you stoop down. I was going to wait until the bell's finished, but... there we go. So, reaching down to loot the corpse of the poor, beaten, bruised, and bloody kobold that's quietly whimpering as it takes its last haggard breath.
This
You
whole thing's
find,
going to be a misunderstanding.
yeah, you find a smattering of pebbles, some of them with little runes carved in them, in his pockets.
Oh, can I do a arcana? Or would it be arcana check? Are they like magic rune?
Well, they're runes that you do not recognize. One of them looks... They're kind of... I don't know how to describe them, really. They're runes. Each of the pebbles has one of a number of runes on. There's... as you, sort the pebbles into your hand, you find about 4 or 5 different runes. There's only one per pebble.
Can we all do a check on these?
If you so desire.
I would like to. You never know what
Okay.
is around.
Well, if you want to do an Arcana check, then feel free.
Damn right. Get my minus rolls out.
I mean, I can offer you, if you want to chuck me one, I can offer you a...
Yeah. I'll toss you both a pebble.
10. Your 16 is leading, though.
It is. Jesus. +5.
For pity's sake.
All right, yeah, 16.
So with the 16, your Arcana in your history of your or lack thereof with the -1 of any history with the Arcane, all you do know is that they don't appear very magical. The fact that there's multiples of the same rune on different pebbles, all of the pebbles seem to be about the same size. You think they might have a different use. Nagash, would you do a wisdom check for me?
I mean, it's currency, isn't it?
I can do that.
Well, there we go. Dalton got it. You don't need to do the wisdom check. Dalton figured it out.
I mean, I'm doing it anyway.
Okay, then.
I want it to be lower than 8 so much.
Probably. Hey.
Right, okay, so
It's
currency,
isn't it?
you recognise them as currency, essentially. Little
I
kobold pebble coins.
take them back off of Nagash and Dalton and put them in my pocket. Finders keep.
I don't think so.
Do you challenge me to a duel? No.
Now, lads, let's push on. We still need to find the rest of these scumbag tallywags and get our money.
When can we potentially have a short rest?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, there were beds outside.
We're not that far from the beds. In fact, I think we've only been talking for about 50 minutes, so we could definitely go back to the beds.
I mean, you have literally gone into the front room of Shay Kobold, killed a load of their friends, and are now thinking of going to sleep.
The thing is...
Yeah, that is like breaking into someone's house.
I did run in screaming because I only have 1 health. Fortunately, I didn't actually get hit that entire encounter, so now I'm thinking, hey,
Damn lucky.
I should probably get a small bit of HP.
You did
there.
that entire exchange of 1 health! What the hell is wrong with you?
It was a death wish, I'm sorry. It worked though, didn't it?
You've got a second character sheet already made up for your next character, don't you? Madness.
I've actually
hope
got
not.
multiple personality syndrome, so, you know. Just have
But
to deal with that.
yeah, I would say that because the cave isn't particularly huge, the sound of that kerfuffle has definitely resonated down the entirety of the cave
has
system.
it? Right, I'll just,
So the likelihood of you being able to sit inside the cave and chillax is somewhere in the region of fuck and all.
alright. Can we go with me being at the back of the group now whilst we continue to move on?
Although
I
there
walk
was a
over.
building outside with a lock with beds in it.
Yeah, but we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Ah.
All right,
No.
feel free.
Okay. No.
Unless you want to. I
What
don't know.
were you going to say, Nagash?
I do have mending as a spell, so I could mend the lock if we needed to, because you did break it.
I also have
Can
healing
you
powers.
mend my heart?
I can use my
yeah.
reservoir
Got that.
of healing power to give 5 HP sources, sachets,
Myself.
to myself, giving me even more. No, I could heal Malk
Yeah.
as
Do
my
you
one
really want to?
my one good deed of the day. Do I want to? No, absolutely not. Will I? Yes, I will.
Damn right you will.
I wander over, I put my hand on his shoulder, I look him in the eye, I say, "Hey, that's pretty cool, kid. You've got my respect." And I give him a big thumbs up, and he feels a whole lot better about himself, and he's learned a valuable lesson today.
Yeah,
appreciate
kick kobolds when
your-
they're already dead.
Kid, I believe I may be much older than you, Dalton. But thank you.
Because I'm on 1 hit point as well.
Oh, what the
Too late, sucker! Let's go!
I mean, I'm assuming it's been an hour since we last had it,
Say
at
again?
least. Has it been more than an hour since the last fight?
Oh, what, since the fight in the jungle?
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Okay.
But you
Then
haven't exactly, like, sat down and
No.
had a chill.
Because I was using a spell to give myself more life, but it only lasts an hour.
Ah, yes.
So I'm on 1 hit point.
Alright, well, I just wasted my healing.
Well, let's press
You say
on.
wasted.
It'll be fine.
How dare you?
If I could take it back, I would. That's all I'm saying. Well, clearly we're going to have to go rest anyway. So
Ah. You say that.
we go
I feel like we
outside.
can continue.
What? With you on 6 and him on 1? He's already useless as enough as it is. Did you see that whiff of green fart he did during that fight? I know I didn't hit anybody, but at least I wasn't embarrassing like that. Holy shit.
Okay, so
Serious shade being thrown around in this group.
yeah, but that's always what it's like in this group.
That's all in character, by the way. Like, and IRL. For the record. We should rest because Mask Boy is looking pretty pale in the face. Don't ask me how I know that.
Hint, he doesn't.
Right, we have a rest.
Cool.
And we're going
Are
to
you gonna
take...
go for a long or short rest?
What does everybody else need?
Short would be fine.
Short? Okay, we will be back in 2 minutes while I go and get a beverage. Guys, go get yourself one as well.
Sweet, short rest it is.
Will do. So, music, eh? Here we go. There we go. Totally not to do with the anything. Well, isn't this music just lovely? Some lovely smooth jazz to get us through this moment.
I can't hear shit.
No, you won't be able to hear shit because I'm not putting it into Discord, am I?
No.
Anyway, perfect. There we
See the
go.
new Spyro trailer. It's pretty soon.
We're back, everybody. I don't care if Doug isn't.
We don't need him.
That was a soothing intermission. Thanks, Last of the Living. I appreciate it.
Yeah. That was one of those, like, we'll be back after these messages. Do.
Right.
We should totally get some... This is how we're going to make money. We just need to, like, get serialized, put a advert on our...
band. You're absolutely
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
Chris.
Start a band.
jazz band.
Well, every hour of the stream, we do, like, a 30-second... We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors.
As long as they're fake messages.
Fake messages written and performed by us.
Absolutely.
Have you ever considered that dungeoning might be for you? Well, listen to the stream. You'll find out that it's not. Cool.
Sounds
Okay.
like a great idea. Anyway, we're all
I'm
back.
now on 4 hit points.
Well, that's 3 more than 1.
How many hit points are you on, Malk?
That puts me up to 8, which is my max.
Wait, Max!
Yeah.
You didn't even roll.
Oh, of course. I'm just assuming it's 3.
In before 1. In before 1.
Oh god. Right, what am I on? So you gave me 5 a minute ago, didn't you? So I'm on 6. I just need 2. That's all I need.
1.
Oh, suck on that.
Nice work.
Okay.
Regained a spell slot.
Oh, congratulations. I would... I mean, not that I'm gonna, intervene on anything, but I have noticed that your paladin seems to be particularly, I don't know, backline-ish.
When you're this handsome, you don't risk being on the front. That's what I'm saying.
Fair enough. Okay, so...
Also, I didn't expect Malk to actually charge in. Putting him in front was a joke. I didn't expect him to do all the work.
just luckily it went well.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back into the... Well, actually, whilst you were, busy chilling out amongst the corpses, playing with their beards and twirling their mustaches, maybe braiding one's hair. You hear quite a lot of commotion outside. Glancing out the windows and keeping your head down. Kobolds have been coming and going, and it seems like there's been quite a lot of... You kind of kicked a hornet's nest from the looks of it.
Good.
Back in we go, eh?
Okay. Can I've suddenly got... So the way we went in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did that have the minecart tracks in it? Like,
Yes, there are tracks there were tracks leading from the entrance and deeper into the mine.
Perfect. So in theory, I could fix the minecart and then find some explosives.
Right.
Push it in, chuck a torch in, just send it down, blow everything to smithereens, and call it a day. Right?
I mean,
Theoretically.
I'm not going to say no.
But wasn't the idea we were clearing the mine to the back?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I mean, I'm not going to say no.
No. Unfortunately, Nagash, through his mumbled ways, has talked me out of it. Let's just head back in. This time, Nagash can lead.
On his newfound health.
Come into the depths.
Jokes, I'll lead. Come on, boys, I'll show how it's done. And I waft my hair like I'm in a, shampoo advert or something. When they glisten it over and it shines over their shoulder. No? Just me? I'm the only one who knows what I'm talking about? Okay.
Just you.
Well, I look fantabulous. That's right. Let's go.
Cool. So you re-enter the mines. You again, go into the same room that you've already been in. Whilst you're walking through, look, there's a torch on the floor. Not lit either.
Malk, pick that up.
Put it in my bag without anyone looking.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just casually.
Just whistling away.
Yeah, nonchalant. The corpses of the three, I say three, one of them got ricocheted down the length of the corridor. The corpses appear to have been moved, although the bloodstains remain. It's eerily quiet in the room that you're stood in. Before you in the dark corridor, it's ominously quiet.
Can I use my favourite thing ever and attempt to detect the location of any celestial fiend or undead or any consecrated or desecrated place / object within 60 feet? I haven't done it in so long, I just need to do it.
Go ahead.
Do you want me to roll? I'm going to roll.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you...
Do I want you to roll?
Sometimes Doug used to just say, no, you found nothing.
No, you found nothing.
I think that was after like the 40th time you did it though. Yeah.
The 40th time where we weren't fighting anything that was like ethereal, undead, evil in any way, shape or form.
Yeah. I just need to do it. It's part of my paladin training. Got to do it once a day, minimum.
And no, you find nothing.
Well, it's just good to know, guys, isn't it? It's just good to know.
Can I just do a bog standard perception?
I think that could be a thing. Okay.
13.
Ooh. So yeah, it's still got that nice ominous silence. Yeah, pretty much. It's all quiet on the Western Front. You're not sure whether it's because you slaughtered some kobolds, or you're not even sure if they're still there. To be fair,
A little too quiet. What say you, Dalton?
I think we should try a deception technique. I'll pretend we're here to sell Girl Scout cookies and to try and lure them out, at which point you do something slightly more effective than the green gas attack and you kill them all. How about that? Do you think that sounds like a good idea? I think that sounds like a good idea.
It sounds like a terrible idea.
Perfect.
But why not?
And I clear my throat. Hello?
I blanked out on what you're doing. What are you doing?
We're attempting to a move of pure deception. I'm going to pretend to try and sell Girl Scout cookies to get the kobolds to come out to us so that we can kill them.
I see.
So
right, yeah.
Again, I clear my throat. Hello, kobolds. Girl Scouts here. Just your local Girl Scouts. We're selling cookies. We got your favorite,
You don't sound like a Girl Scout.
Hello, hello, kobolds. It's us, the Girl Scouts. And I'm like, Malk, come on, play along. Help me out, man.
No, I just look in complete
Disgusted.
disappointment.
We're here to sell Girl Scout cookies. Come get them while they're hot.
Would you roll a deception check for me?
Oh, absolutely. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good.
Yes! Well.
Yes, natural 20.
Under the
No way. Oh, God. Why does this always happen?
from the ominous depths of darkness and silence. Four little kobolds step forward, their mouths watering with the expectation of delicious, delicious Girl Scout cookies.
Oh no! Oh no!
Can't believe that. Right,
I
get 'em.
stand there
Christ.
looking absolutely amazed at the situation. My whole ideology of how I saw Dalton as a person is completely changed upon seeing this incredible persuasion method.
Oh, brilliant.
Upon seeing your, well, upon seeing your ruse when they come into the light and find that you are not, in fact, Girl Scouts, nor have you got cookies, the kobolds quickly start fumbling for their weapons. You've got a little bit of time to do something
Nagash, strike.
if you're quick.
I do.
And you're out of time, Nagash!
And in the time it takes Nagash to decide what to do, they stab him to death.
I go with the green gas
fire
thing as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Would you give me a
Sickening greenish energy lashes out from my hand.
and roll on what's it called? Advantage, please, because you surprised them. Here's your cookies, fuck boys.
Hang on. Mate.
With advantage, remember.
Yay, that's bad.
Okay,
Well done,
so
Tony.
what does it do, Doug?
On a hit, the target takes 2d8. He takes 9 damage.
Okay, so the kobold that you target collapses, coughing and wheezing and like turns into a small puddle. I assume. I'm not sure what the spell is, so I assume it's like some sort of acid hand.
It's Ray of Sickness.
Okay, so yeah, basically you've bestowed Papa Nurgle's blessings on this poor kobold,
Yeah.
and he bursts into a pussy, oozy little slime ball.
Nice work.
Yeah. And now, roll initiative. You've still got 3 to go.
Oh, for God's sake.
Rolling initiative. Here we go. 10.
5.
Oh yeah, you're waiting for me, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be correct. We are waiting on you. Oh, magic.
King of the rolls, baby.
Well, Malk, with your superior reflexes and the fact that you happen to be on the surprising end of the ambush, you get to go first.
Do we have advantage or anything?
You will for this round of combat.
Cool.
Although Nagash has already used his advantage by,
Yeah, fair.
turning someone into a pile of pussy goo. Or gooey pus, one of the two.
I have just realised I'm meant to be rolling +4 with my fucking attacks, not 2.
Is there light, by the way? Is someone still torch wielding?
I never put mine down, so I was actually holding it the entire time we were resting as well.
Somehow the shield
Yeah.
Fair enough.
and the sword.
The kobolds did not realise that the light coming from the hall, from the building, was in fact you guys. So sorry, which one of those was?
260. They're the exact same.
Okay. So yeah, you've hit the kobold that you're striking at.
Cool. Ah. Alright,
And-
hit 1 for 4, which is that killing it? Because the other ones have
Well-
4 health.
Well, I kind of lied a little bit earlier. So you slap him upside the head, pretty well and good. He's not quite dead yet.
Right. Okay, and then in an act of rage, I push my sleeve up on my right hand side, and
What, you're going to fist the kobold now?
inappropriate.
And you've already
I'm going
like
to
stabbed him in the face.
penetrate his chest with my fist.
Yeah, so you're fisting the kobold.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you trying to punch his chest out, like in the film?
I am looking
Kung Pao.
Screaming-
to punch my fist all the way through his body.
Screaming Kalima! You punch the kobold squarely in the chest and pull his heart out the far side.
I throw the heart at Dalton.
Ah, my nice clothes.
And Sigrid.
I want you to roll a d20 on that one because I'm a dick.
I just want you to know that if you hit me in the face with that heart, I'm going to cut your toes off. They're coming
Do I
off.
hit him at all?
I thought you'd get a plus 40 rolls.
Not with my strength. Well, wait,
No,
which one are we
it's-
doing? What are you charging me on?
You're throwing a heart. That's on your dex.
Yeah, my dex is +2.
Oh, so it's plus 4.
Acrobatics.
So why did you roll d20 plus 4 for your...
Yeah, but
Strikes.
it's plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh yeah, true that.
Which is 2.
Cool beans. So yeah, the heart harmlessly splats off Dalton's armor, leaving a small bloody, like, heart print.
Ugh, disgusting. Ugh, you're paying the dry cleaning bills for this, Malk, you bastard.
Let's see if you can actually hit one this time.
Cool. So in a angry, like, scream as his friend gets disemboweled in front of him, one of the kobolds attempts to strike back, but as he's been surprised, he's going to be at a bit of a disadvantage this time around. But apparently, it makes no fucking difference.
He's
Yeah.
still pretty calm about the entire situation. He's been had by the Girl Scout cookie ruse before, and he's not falling for it again.
Striking aggressively at Brother Malk for a...
Oh, what?
Well, I mean, he did just watch you, murder his friend
Yeah, but...
right in front of him
Alright.
with your big old man sword thing. I don't know what weapon you're carrying.
It's just a normal sword. It's not a man sword.
And he hits you for 4.
Oh, man. Alright. Alright.
Back down to 2. Okay, next on the list, Mr. Dalton, please
Marvelous. So I take my
step up to the plate.
take my long sword, and I'm just gonna do a lovely slashing attack at the kobold nearest to me.
Cool.
And here is my roll. It's a solid 12.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same as you did last time, and it is a decent hit.
Marvelous. So my attack is D8 plus 2. 5.
Cool. You basically slap the kobold around with your sword and leave him a bloody pile of like draconic meat on the floor.
Nice.
Oh, I've got hiccups. Sorry.
It's alright.
And yeah,
There you go. Told you I could do
Nagash.
some damage.
Nagash, your turn after you finish mopping up the pile of pus.
Clean up on
See,
aisle 5.
I have control flames, and I thought, I could just make one of these torches explode. Turns out, can't do that. Really?
That is correct. That is a thing that you cannot do.
Yeah. I mean, I can make it brighter or make the area of light bigger, which I probably should have done when we came in. But anyway,
No.
I'm going to just chuck them a big ghostly skeleton spectral hand and do a chill touch. The
Okey-dokey.
old classic. How many are left? 3.
Currently, there is one kobold left, and it is in a melee with Brother Malk.
Oh, I have not been paying attention then.
So I wasn't being very descriptive of the fight because I was kind of drifting off. Your spectral hand narrowly misses the kobold's shoulder
damn
as
it.
he ducks and tries to fight back against Brother Malk, who it is his turn to engage the foe. Is he going to continue on his MVP status?
Of course I am.
Or will the kobold finally put an end to his brother's slaughter at this horrific demon human?
No!
Well, yeah, that's about all right. So, ducking again, he manages to slip under your attack, and returns with an uppercut straight to the jaw.
Oh, no.
22.
He really does.
Don't hit me for 4. Do not hit me for 4. Oh, no!
So, with a
Normal
How is it
service
possible?
has been resumed.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Alright,
So
I'm down.
the little kobold comes in with a cheeky gazelle punch straight to the underside of Brother Malk's jaw, knocking him for a down.
All right.
The referee flies in from out of nowhere and starts slamming the ground, counting 1, 2. Yeah.
Freak.
So boxing analogy aside,
For the record, last time we
well, you know, it's 10. He's continuing to count. It's boxing, not wrestling.
last time we played last week, I jokingly put in the chat that Malk could be the first to die.
I mean, he's not
Turns
dead
out-
yet.
Ah, well,
I'm not dead yet.
Well, you know, he might be though. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, if he fails a couple of do you know what we need in the chat? Not in the chat, sorry. In the stream page or video page anyway. We need to get a big red X over Brother Malk.
All right, I'm on it. Give me
Excellent.
Give me about
No,
by the
I'm
time
not
I've done
down
it,
yet.
he'll be alive again.
Just scribble out my eyes a bit.
Or just like do a little, you know, check mark, 1 down. Cool. So
Right, continue
now
while I
that-
faff.
now that we've I was about to say, now that we've set Dalton off on this adventure, it's his turn.
Sorry, I only left.
Well, yeah, the kobold that just like KO'd Brother Malk.
Oh, he doesn't count.
He's joining the party.
All right. Well, obviously, I'm going to go for him. A big, full-on swing. Hopefully, it won't be a miss. Might be a miss.
Sorry, that's
Is 6
attack?
a miss?
Oh yeah, God, that's well a miss.
I thought you'd say that. To be honest, I was just kind of hoping you weren't paying attention, and you'd
Cool.
say sure. Well,
Hopefully Nagash,
he's going to kill me
he's,
too, isn't he? I can see how this is going to work out.
with a reaction attack, he goes for another like blazing uppercut. No, Nagash, it is your turn.
I'm gonna just go give him a big chilly touch again, or try to anyway.
In before, this one kobold KOs the entire party solo.
Fuck me!
Fucking.
So,
We are so
On his-
bad.
on his feat of glory, the kobold sprints over to Dalton whilst he's busy faffing in his backpack. Does a little jump and like punches him in the face, PUBG style.
Ah,
Oh my god! Go, kobold, go!
what the?
Dalton, it is your turn.
Well, obviously, I'm going to retaliate immediately and just
Excellent.
clobber him in one back. I'm not having this nonsense.
Yeah, that's enough to hit him. Thank God. Cool. You've wounded him severely. He's sort of going, oh bugger. Now maybe I'd be going for a down.
Only severely.
I mean, what else do you want?
Him dead, quite clearly.
Well, That's a shame. Do more damage next time.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
And Nagash, would you be willing to try your chilling touch again? Because so far the most chilling thing about it is the fact that it doesn't hit. I mean, God forbid we go up against anything with actual armor.
10.
Nope.
God's sake. It's +5, damn it.
Limping, wounded, and realizing that he has to guts this fight out now. He can't run away. The kobold once again strikes at Dalton and rolls an 11.
Oh,
which is not enough.
he fluked out last time by hitting my armor class. He's not going to do it again. I'm not interested. I wave him off. Shuffle on, boy, I say. And then I whack him real hard back.
You do indeed whack him real hard.
Real hard back.
Well, at least you whack him. We don't know if it's real hard yet or not.
Real hard. Any second, I'm going to press the button, I swear. Pretty hard. Medium.
Yeah, that's pretty hard. That's like 7 out of 5 hard, or 5 out of 7 hard. So your strike puts an end to our poor what's the word? Whirling dervish of a kobold. He sags to the floor, unbowed, unbent, and unbroken, kneeling like in that classic kind of defeated samurai pose.
There we go. It took me a while, but finally got the red cross going.
Yeah. Took you. Oh, where is it? Let's have a look-see. That's a pretty big red cross.
Nice.
There we go.
It's an irregular red cross as well.
That's right. Dead.
He's dead, Dave.
He's
down, but not
he's
out,
dead,
man.
Dave. Right. How do we get this idiot up?
You roll a first aid check.
All right.
I also forgot to make Brother Malk roll his if it's a 10, he is what's the word?
Stabilized.
That's the one indeed. So you've stabilized poor Brother Malk. He is now on 1 HP.
Yeah!
Now, because we rested, does that mean I can do my reservoir of healing power again, or do we need to do a full long rest before I can do that?
Is it a daily power, or is it a like an encounter power?
Ooh, I don't know. It's just a feature I have. It's literally just been listed in my features on the app.
Hang on, where is
What's
it?
that?
Gain a reservoir of healing power, 5 HP. As an action, you can heal a creature you touch by draining that power. You can also cure one poison or disease from the creature by sacrificing 5 HP from the reservoir. So
Let's have a look. See.
I don't really know.
What's the actual power called?
Oh, on this app, it doesn't. I'm not using the spell app or anything. I'm just using the main builder.
Your blessed touch can heal wounds. You have a pool of healing power that replenishes when you take a long rest.
Long rest. There you go. Cool. Thank you.
Cool. So that's a no.
Yep. Solid no. Right. I'll write that down so I never ask
I
it
only
again.
need one.
Well, clearly, because you went ham earlier and survived the fight.
Yeah.
If
To be fair,
anything,
you
that's
perform
why I
better
got
under
it.
pressure.
Under pressure. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Ding, ding,
Cool.
ding, ding.
So
I didn't
you've
know that it's your paladin level times 5, not just 5.
really? That's a lot of health. I suppose not, because it's paladin level times 5, so 5.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, for now it's
but
5.
At
But in the
level 2,
future,
it'd be 10, so on and so
Yeah.
forth.
We figured out multiplication.
You figured out my maths puzzle.
Yay.
fantastic. Well, there we go. So, I need to get rid of this cross now then, don't I? Because he's fine.
Yeah. That didn't last
Just
long.
have it on standby.
Oh, it's on standby. I'm never deleting that again. I'm just going to move it across to each of us as we need it.
This will be where he's the next one down.
Well, that's fine.
Cool. So, after that encounter, you've managed to kill off another few kobolds.
This is going very well, I'd say.
Yeah, it's going well. But, I mean, there's quite a lot more dungeon. You've only really got into the first room.
Well, let's push on then, I say.
Yep.
Indeed.
I take this opportunity to use Control Flame to double the area of bright light.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
will, as you progress through the dungeon a little bit, we'll
I also
update the map a little.
give it a greenish tinge, just because I can do that.
So you enter, going through a little narrowing area, still walking along the tracks essentially. You come across what appears to be a junction, but it's actually just a trick because I didn't crop well enough. That little offshoot to the top just circles back around and rejoins the main pathway. So yeah, you're in another little hole. You assume that this is where those four kobolds came from. It appears to be rather empty. Over in one corner, however. Oh, do you know what? No, I've already started now. Over in a corner, there appears to be a number of minecarts overturned. Their contents spilled out everywhere. And all the contents are pretty glittery, pretty fancy things from what you can see,
Gold?
especially in your greenish tinting light.
Is it gold?
I rush over and investigate.
Okay, would you do an investigation check or inspection? Ooh. Cool.
I'm good at investigating, but fighting, useless.
Well, that was pretty much what happened with Skaram. He started off as I was meant to be like a pure roleplay character, and then ended up like mass murdering everything by accident.
You're pretty handy to have in the party, though.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, we're being outnumbered. Cool, arms of Adar, everything dies, including teammates.
Yes.
So yeah, you rushing over with all the speed your spindly little legs can carry, robe flapping about like a crazed hobo. You get over to the minecarts and find rather large piles of what appear to be precious metals, all in their ore form. There's some yellowy colours, little silvery colours, and towards the back you spot what appears to be some bright red little gemstones as well, hidden amongst the rocks. Also, however, actually no. As you get closer, Nagash, could you give me a Arcana check? Cool. So as you approach, you start to feel a strange aura surrounding the minecarts. It doesn't feel malevolent in any way, but it just seems to be some sort of field around them. You're not sure whether it's a shield of some description, whether it's a just like a general seepage of magic power, or something else.
I sort of stick my staff towards it. I have a staff, by the way. That's never really come up before. I've got a staff.
It's not like you've bashed anyone with it, so.
No. I sort of wave my staff gingerly towards it.
Okay. As you wave your staff, which I assume has been imbued with some of your magic to some degree at least, It's not exactly going to be just, like
It's
a wooden
my
stick.
Yeah, it's my arcane focus. Yeah.
Yeah. The air around the minecart seems to shift and warble, as if you're passing your staff through a large pool of smoke.
Hmm. And
Can
do
we all
I
see that?
recognize this spell or?
Oh well, you're not sure whether it's a spell or not. As you wiggle it around, it just kind of the for lack of a better word, the magic smoke kind of coalesces and eddies and shifts around the staff as it moves, but it doesn't seem to be spreading. But it all seems to be coalescing around one of the carts in particular towards the back,
Right.
or exuding, I suppose I should say, rather than coalescing.
Okay. Nagash is going to slink off for a piss a second. So he does that.
Isn't that why we had that short break?
Yeah, I know, but I've been drinking beer, so sorry.
Does this mean we have to do another short break?
Well, you carry on investigating.
Yeah, I mean, I know a thing or two about magic shit.
I facepalm a bit.
What are you doing over there? Get your hand out of your face. I'll do an investigation, I guess, as well.
You've gone quite quiet, by the way, Rob.
Have I?
Yeah, just a little bit in Discord, at least. I don't know if it's gone quiet on the stream.
Well, I don't know. I mean, everything seems to be ticking over nicely. Am I still quiet?
You seem to be okay on stream. It just was in the chat or in Discord. Sorry.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't do anything. So...
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
Anyway, I'll do a quick checkaroo myself. I don't have any arcana to add to it, but I just rolled a natural 20, so...
Cool. So with your lack of any real skill at investigative work, especially considering the arcane, yeah, somehow you happen to know that what is exuding this magical aura appears to be the stone that is within the minecart overturned. As you look closer and sort of get a feel for it, you realize that it's not exactly it's not a spell. It's not really it's not really anything. It's not like it's malevolent in any way or a dangerous thing. It's just that the stone is exuding magic power.
Do I think I can touch it? Pick it up?
You believe you... Well, you think it's probably safe to. It's a bit... Let's put it this way. It's kind of the real world... the fantasy world equivalent of uranium.
Oh, okay.
So safe to touch.
Yeah, absolutely safe to touch.
I'm not entirely sure that is safe to touch, if I'm honest. Well, now I know it's the fancy equivalent of uranium. I definitely don't want to pick it up.
In that it exudes magic power rather than, radioactivity.
I pick it up.
Cool. Okay.
So I figure it out, and this guy reaps the fucking benefits. Classic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Power!
You pick up the wee stone, sort of hold it in your hand. It's just kind of feels a bit warm and fuzzy, to be fair.
And you immediately have 7 types of cancer.
Yeah. You do, however, feel just a little bit empowered. Whilst I'm going to, for at least a little while, Doug, your spells will receive an extra D4 damage.
Ooh.
What? Give me that rock.
Never.
This is like how I stole the ring from Jibblewick in Season 1 and had sweet armor class for the rest of us.
Don't remind me of that horrible... I never tried to get that back after that, did I?
No. You just let me have it.
My fixation.
Anyway, okay. Well, now that you've got that in your pocket...
Can I sort of tie it to the end of my stick? Or...
Yeah, Yeah, that's fine.
What, for extra bonking?
So it's got a good weighty end now.
Yeah. From old Dalton's investigation, you are conscious of the fact that it probably won't work for any physical attacks of any kind. It just seems to be essentially a supply of magical power.
Okie dokie.
You're welcome. I'm taking full credit for that.
Well,
Full credit.
you
Okay,
can
cool.
have all these shiny rocks, though. Yeah.
Am I interested in the shiny rocks? Or are they just shiny rocks?
I mean, there's, some shiny yellow ore and some shiny silver ore and some sort of reddish glass-like things.
So gold and silver, rubies.
And, yeah. They're just kind of, uncut and still covered in earth poo.
Is there any bed sheets I can just sort of chuck over the?
Only if you walk back outside.
Why didn't I take the bed sheets now? God damn it!
I
choose cast bedsheet.
I will take a nice.
That'd be a great spell.
I'll take a reasonably sized hunk of gold that I reckon I could throw and as using this. Like, if it hit someone in the head with it would hurt, or as a distraction technique for later. I'm not sure. I'm not sure they're going to fall for the Girl Scout cookies ruse again. If all I'm saying.
So you pick out a nice handful of rocks that appear to be of decent size, some nice nuggets.
Nice.
From amongst the detritus of the minecarts. Yeah, cool. You're not sure how much this will earn you, but well, we'll find out when we get back to town, I suppose.
Oh, I'm not even necessarily going to sell it. I might just throw it at people to annoy them.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Let's crack on.
Yeah, onwards and upwards. Or not, as the case may be.
Well, I mean, let's continue further down.
Okay, bear with me 2 seconds whilst I MS Paint some
Are
more.
we going right on that map, or are we going towards the bottom?
To the right.
Right. Okay.
Sorry, I should have noted. Basically, the boxes are the rooms. If there's no map that meets up with the edge of the box, then it's not a continuation.
Gotcha.
Just need to. Where did I fucking put MS Paint?
Highbrow stuff here.
Well, I don't exactly have Photoshop, so paint has to do.
Paint has to do. Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout. God, I hope we meet that.
Family.
I hope we meet that guy. That would make my day. Make my day.
Go ahead, punk. Make my day. There we go. Cool. So, save as. Another one of those. Another one of these to send through to you. That one. There we go. Cool.
Fantastic.
So essentially, you carry on into the dungeon a little bit deeper. Would one of you like to roll me a perception check?
Yes. Do I have one?
Cool. You hear nothing.
Yeah, I have nothing to add to it either. So.
How about I roll one instead?
Go on then.
I'm so hit and miss with my rolls on this app.
Literally.
Yeah.
Is he going to roll the dice, or is he just going to sit there like a melon?
The box, didn't I? Whoa! Look at that! Ooh.
Whoa, boys!
Oh, a 10. Holy shit.
Double digits.
So, from up ahead, it's a little bit deeper into the dungeon.
Great.
You're not sure I should point out this way: as you're passing deep into as you're passing deeper, the room's widening out, and it appears to be splitting in two. There's a left path and a right path. The left one appears to go upwards slightly, whilst the right one goes down. The right one is significantly larger and has the train track, or sorry, the minecart track going down into it, whilst the left one just appears to be more of a what's the word? Just a natural part of the cave system. Doesn't look like there's been much foot traffic up or down, although there are some footprints. Possibly just explorers. You don't know.
Okay. Would you say the right is to the far right? Because I'm not sure I want to take that route. It seems a bit politically inclined.
Well, I mean, it's no worse than the far left.
Well, obviously, my first question is, can I see a minecart?
You don't see any minecarts. You
Shit.
can see the tracks. You're still planning on riding one down into battle.
At some point, yeah.
Or just filling it with Brother Malk and launching it into a pile of enemies.
Hey, whether I push Brother Malk down into the enemies, or we all ride it together, or I fill it with explosives, these are all questions that can be answered at some point.
For a rainy day.
For a race.
Okay, so yeah, you've got left or right?
I mean, right seems where all the action is, so I vote right. And I walk off in that direction. I say, let's go, boys! To the right.
Take it back
To the
where
right,
you
to
are.
the right.
I
Everything
follow.
you want is in a cave on the right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But will we find anything exciting down there? We're going to have to find out next week
On Dragon Ball Z.
on How Not to Adventure, starring your favourite me as Dalton Sebastian Belvedere Grey. We've got Josh as Brother Malk, Doug as Nagash, whatever your name was.
Yes, man.
Naggy G.
Get an easier surname to remember. And we will explore that. We'll get.
Fucking big comments from you.
Yes.
I would point out that I've remembered Dalton Sebastian Belvedere Grey for 3 seasons now, and never once has anyone brought that up.
Well, I appreciate it. I certainly do.
Yeah. When everyone else was just like one-word names.
Well, it's because I have the best names, so it's fine.
You made up for all of it by having 4.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we will continue aimlessly wandering around caves, pretending to be Girl Scouts, and sometimes hitting things in successful fights, and sometimes missing. Hopefully, Malk won't die. Hopefully, Mask Boy won't, fart again and fail. And hopefully, I'll just continue to be as handsome, as awesome as ever. So, thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Hopefully, you all enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week. Really? I guess. Thanks very much.